Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bender. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Pulls it fired complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Slips through the line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the ground, it's Robinson. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Smashes through the tackle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to add another. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Bender. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter like that. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Snags it on the right. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You're on defense, it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense, forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Humphries. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped. Line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Barnett. The quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out right now. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short.
Yankee blue. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Lasso.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Bender. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll keep it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Georgia 13, Texas A&M 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Reed. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's looking on the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking to throw it again. Got the quick pass. After the filthy move, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics around midfield, 4-down territory. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. They move again. These guys need to figure out this snap count. Another false start. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the single running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Just plowing ahead.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They'll give it to him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Power football with the run. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and
he wants to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll fire to his right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. The QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They knock him down right there.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab inside the 30. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. What a grab and go for the score. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the lone running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run it. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Convoy. Easy.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. It's complete. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy to rock some more here, Paulo.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the 2-point try. Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Offense in a bunch formation. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. A first down for the offense. Looking for space. It's Daniels. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Second down from the 20, and they just need a yard. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Second down now after the sack. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.